Hey everyone, Local Fisherman here. I have a new YouTube video for you guys today, and I'm going to be reviewing a new holster for my Glock 43x. So you guys want to dive in and let's get started. A new product to review for you guys this afternoon, and I just wanted to show you the new holster that I picked up for my Glock 43x. This one is by Blacklist Concealment out of Jeffersonville, Indiana. This company's been around for about 4 years now. Owner's name is Daniel. He's a real nice guy. I've been communicating with him, and he was kind enough to send me this holster so we could do a review on it. So as you can see, it's multicam. It's a little bit different than the standard black that we usually see on majority holsters out there on the market, and this one is just awesome. As you can see, you have the double clip design so you can securely attach it to your belt, and of course you have the adjustment for tension on the firearm, and of course the foot or claw, as you say it, that really lets you conceal this much tighter than you normally would. So here's the firearm that we were working with today. It is the Glock 43x non-MOS version. But the beauty of this holster is it works with both versions of this pistol. It works with the MOS and the non-MOS. So if you do not have the slide cut for optics, you're in luck. This holster will fit your gun, just like mine here today. So a quick safety check of this firearm. We are safe. There is no ammunition in it, so it is safe to handle. What we're going to do is just kind of discuss the pros and cons of this holster and just kind of give you guys a brief overview of how things are working for me and how I've enjoyed using it over the last week, so I can give you guys a more accurate review. So first things first, if you guys enjoy my videos, please consider subscribing and liking my channel, and that would really help me into getting my 1,000 subscriber goal so that we can move this thing to the next level. So I do want to give a quick shout out to Blacklist Concealment. He was nice enough to send me this, as I mentioned. His information is here on his card, and if you guys can see that, it is handcrafted Kydex goods. It's made in USA, comes with a lifetime warranty. He does holsters, magazine carriers, and more. His social media link is there at the bottom. It's at Blacklist Concealment, and I will be sure to tag him in the description of this video, as long as a link to his website. Here is a QR code and logo for his company. I think it's really cool. It's pretty unique there. And then of course, towards the end of the video, I will link a little discount code for you guys, so be on the lookout for that. But let's go ahead and get started in looking at this holster. As you can see, it is a double clip design. It is fairly thin, very streamlined, has a lot of soft rounded corners, so you don't really have to worry about things poking you. That is the one thing that I noticed with some of the older holsters that I've used in the past, is these have a lot of sharp edges and they tend to poke you. So when you're bending over or riding in the car, that sort of thing, you have these things that really just kind of jab into your skin, and it's just not comfortable. So this holster here is a economical holster I found on Amazon. It's just something I wanted to have so that I wouldn't be without a holster in this firearm when I first bought it. And it has done its job. You know, it's made by Warriorland. They're on Amazon too. I'm not reviewing this holster today, but if you need a something quick and easy, this one fits the bill. But I just wanted to show you guys the differences between a cheap holster and a better than average holster, I should say. So let's go ahead and see the differences here. So first things first, you can see the difference in claws. This one is much smaller and low profile. It's much easier on the hip when you're wearing it. It doesn't have this big bulky thing just poking out the side. Normally this is the only part that's going to hit your skin, and then the rest of it is against the belt. So this one is just much smaller and easier on the waist. And the beautiful thing is he does include an extra cleat, I should say, for this deal. So if this one wears out or anything like that, you have another one to put on there. And also, if you've noticed, this one's a little bit taller. So if you have a different style belt, or if you want to kind of fine tune it for your comfort, I would imagine since this one's a little bit bigger, you're able to install this one, and it'll actually push the holster a little bit closer to your stomach, so that it won't, you know, just it's fine-tuned for different people's body shapes and types. So on the back side here, you can kind of see the molding. It's fairly simple. You have the trigger guard here that's pretty well defined. Same thing with the body and top side of the pistol, and of course you do have a larger sight channel here, so that if you're going to run co-witness sights with your optics ready version Glock, you definitely can. Majority of the holsters that I've seen out there have this cut, but I just figured I would mention that so that you guys can just understand that it's not just certain holsters, it's mainly all of them. So if we look at the top here, this one is just wide open, whereas this one's more as a clamshell design. So you're going to have a little bit more protection from dirt, lint, things like that from your pants than you would on this one. So that's the beauty of this thing. Is once you adjust this for the tightness on your firearm, this thing really holds it in well, and you're never going to have an issue with it falling or popping out. Whereas this one, it's more of an open design, so it's going to do its job. It's going to hold the firearm secure. It's just a little bit different. Of course, the obvious belt clip deal. It's a single composite belt clip, and whereas this one you get the double. These tend to be a little softer and movable, but they do come with a lifetime warranty, so if you're concerned with that ever breaking, I'm sure Daniel at Blacklist Concealment will take care of you. One thing I did notice, if you can see it there, the clip here has a hook that kind of goes up and out, and that will allow this to really attach to your belt so it's not going anywhere. And even if you're wearing this without a belt, I imagine this will help hold on to your article of clothing much easier. So let's go ahead and get this other one out of the way, and I will show you guys what this looks like when you actually install the firearm. So again, this has been safety checked, no bullets, it's completely safe. And then this one is going to have a nice satisfying click that will let you know that it's in this holster and it's secure, and it doesn't come out unless you give it a good pull. Okay, so of course this is all adjustable, so if you like it in there tight, then of course leave it the way it is. If you want a little looser or tighter, a couple turns on these screws will take care of that for you. So plenty of room here for the sweat guard. Your slide is pretty well protected, so I don't see any wear from your pants or anything affecting that. It is completely open here on the top for your optics, and then of course on the right side of the firearm, the side that's going to face away from the body, you're going to have a less coverage, and that's really just there. You don't really need much material here and everything. So one extra little tidbit I like to add is this is tuckable, whereas the other one is not. So if you're wearing a shirt or any sort of sweatshirt or something you want to tuck into your pants, you can easily slide your shirt or jacket or anything in behind these clips, so you don't always have to wear everything untucked. If you want to look more professional while you carry, that's definitely something you want to have. That's pretty much it on this holster. It just does its job, and it's a good product. I don't see any issues, and if anything that's made in the USA, I'm all for it. Most of the things firearm related in this country is made in the USA, but there are a few things out there that you have to really just pay attention to and make sure that it is what you really want. One last little bit I do want to mention, comparing this to the other holster, as you can see, the sides here are a little bit different. I know the multicam may make it a little harder to see, but you can definitely see the defined features of the trigger guard. It's much more secure and tight there. And the one thing that I've noticed with this one is it has more cover over the magazine release. So if I pop this one real quick, I can kind of show you here. This covers that magazine relief button completely. That is one little downside I think with the Blacklist Concealment holster, is it just a little bit could have that extra bit, and I think it would be the perfect holster. As you can see, this one is just much looser. You can tell it's been used. So anytime you have a holster and you've used it for a while, definitely revisit these screws and make sure it's good and tight, so it's not something that someone can just walk up and easily slide out. You want it to have a little resistance, and of course, like everything, things wear out over time. So as soon as you get that holster broken in, you want to be able to maintain that integrity and security that you want in a holster. But as you can see the difference here with the button, it is pressable, but whether or not you want to do a mag swap when you are holstered, it is possible to do that. Even if you were wearing this and you were to happen to accidentally push this button, it doesn't push easily. It does cover corner of it, and it is a little bit raised here. So you're going to have a hard time accidentally pushing this button. But if you want that 100% coverage, you know, you may need to look for another one. Or if you are the ones that would like to do a mag swap while carrying without having to remove your firearm, this one will enable you to do that. So that is a good thing to some and a bad thing to some. So it's really just depends on your personal preference. To me, I would like to see this covered maybe just a little bit more, but I understand that he made this nice easy cut here, and it just makes the holster cleaner and most likely easier to produce. And I don't blame him for that. I still think it's an excellent holster. I don't see any major issues with that whatsoever, but it's just personal preference of mine. So before we end this video, I do want to share with you guys the coupon code that was in the package. Thank you for your purchase. It's a coupon code. It says thank you. You get 10% off your next order. So if you guys have any more questions, feel free to reach out in the comments. If you'd like to like and subscribe my video, please let me know. And from there, you guys have a good afternoon. Thank you and God bless.